Hello students, with this lecture we are going to start chapter 3, that is plant kingdom. In this chapter we are going to study in detail about kingdom Plantae. Under this kingdom Plantae, various divisions are there. They are algae, bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperm and angiosperm. First of all, let's look at history of classification. First, Whittaker. In previous chapter you have studied Whittaker 5 kingdom system in detail. So this scientist suggested kingdom system which suggests 5 kingdom like Monera, Protista, fungi, Animalia and Plantae for classification study. But as you know very well, all characters were not mentioned in this system and that is not enough for study purpose. Second scientist, Linnaeus. Here he used only gross superficial morphological characters. Morphological means only external characters like habit, color, number and shape of leaves and some other external character. They are based mainly on vegetative characters or on the androecian structure. So we can say these systems actually were artificial and not including all characteristics in detail like internal characters also. Third, George Bentham and Joseph Dalton Hooker. They propose natural system of classification. Here in this natural system of classification, not only morphological characters were considered, but some anatomical characters were also considered. These anatomical characters means internal structure of plant or cell. They were considered in this system of classification. So it is not artificial system of classification and it is convenient to our study also. Here we are going to study in detail about Plantae and its division algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperm and angiosperms. After this, nowadays some system of classification they are universally accepted. First, phylogenetic classification system. Phylogenetic, this word suggests evolutionary relationship. So this system is based on this evolutionary relationship between various organisms are acceptable. This assumes that organisms belonging to the same taxa have a common ancestor. We know use information from many other sources to help resolve difficulties in classification. This becomes more important when there is no supporting fossil evidence. So we can say nowadays recently the system is classification is useful to us. Second, numerical taxonomy. As the name suggests, numerical number. Okay, so here this system actually now easily carried out using computer is based on all observable characteristics. Number and codes are assigned to all the characters here and the data are then proceed. In this way, each character is given equal importance and at the same time hundreds of characters can be considered. So this numerical system of classification is also useful. Third, cytotaxonomy. Cytotaxonomy is actually based on cytological information. It is like chromosome number, structure and behavior. So we can say it is related with cell biology. Fourth, chemotaxonomy. Chemical taxonomy, that is uses chemical constituents of the plant to resolve confusions, are also used by taxonomists this day. So these are some new systems suggested for classification of organisms. Here we are going to study in detail about kingdom Plantae. Kingdom Plantae consider all plants surviving on this earth. It is classified into 5 divisions. First, algae. Second, bryophytes. Third, pteridophytes. Fourth, gymnosperms. And fifth, angiosperms. So, we are going to study in detail one by one all divisions of Kingdom Plantae. First division of Kingdom Plantae, algae. All have you seen the algae surrounding you. In monsoon season, it is easily observable surrounding you in your house, compound, garden, on ground. Okay, so all have seen various type of algae. Algae are chlorophyll bearing, simple, thalloid, autotrophic and largely aquatic. In aquatic, both variety are observed, fresh water and marine water. Mainly they possess chlorophyll, green color pigment, and they can prepare their food on cells. That's why they are autotrophs. Some other habitats also they are found. It is like moist stones, soils and wood. Some of them also occur in association with fungi. Already you know about this. The fungi and algae association is known as lichen, symbiotic type of relationship studied in chapter 2. And animals also, like on slope bear also some algae develop. Its form and sizes, it is actually highly variable. We are going to study in figure 3.1 also. The size ranges from the microscopic unicellular, means not observable by naked eye, like Chlamydomonas type of algae. Then colonial forms are also observed, like Volvox algae. Some are filamentous, like Ulothrix and Spirogyra. And of this, some few algae, they are marine forms such as scalps, form massive plant bodies. So we can say variety of form and size of algae are observed. If we talk about its reproduction, so we can say all type of reproduction like vegetative, asexual and sexual methods are observed. First, vegetative reproduction. It is take place through fragmentation. Each fragment develops into thallus structure and capable to form new organism. Second, asexual reproduction. It is take place through development of spores. The most common being zoospores. Actually they are flagellatal and motile, and on germination they give rise to new plant. Third, sexual reproduction. It take place through fusion of two gametes. These gametes can be flagellated and similar in size. Example is Chlamydomonas type of algae. Or next possibility, non-flagellated or non-motile but similar in size. Example in Spirogyra algae. Such reproduction is called isogamous. Similar type of gamous, isogamous. Fusion of these gametes dissimilar in size, as in some species of Chlamydomonas. At that time it is termed as anisogamous. Dissimilar type of gametes, that's why anisogamous. Fusion between one large non-motile, that is female gamete, and a smaller motile male gamete is termed oogamous. Here examples are Volvox and Fucus. So three types are observed here: isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. Now let's study the structure of various types of algae in detail through figure. In this figure you can see variety of algae here. They are having different size, different shape, different body structure. Okay, let's start with first row, that is figure 3.1a. This first three A, they are green algae. They are actually green in color because they are having green pigment chlorophyll A and be in large amount. In first figure, algae is volvox. Here that is round bowl shaped structure is observed and colonial form is there. In this colony you can see parent colony as well as daughter colony. So this algae volvox, it show its colonial structure. Second is Chlamydomonas. In this algae you can see single cell structure and having two flagella in its body structure. So there is difference between first and second algae body structure. Third is Chara type algae. Here it's a one type of algae but structure look like it's a plant because stem like structure is observed, leaf like structure is observed here. Actually it is very primitive structure. In the center axis is there and branches develop from this axis. So this all three are green algae, volvox, Chlamydomonas and Chara. In B row, brown algae is there. In brown algae, pigment deposition is brown in color. That's why it look like brown in color. First is Laminaria. In the structure of Laminaria, three parts or regions are observed. That is frond, stipe and holdfast. Holdfast is located on the basal region. It's actually root-like structure and it holds algae in position at its habitat. Then one axis is observed that is known as stipe and large structure, thallus structure is observed that is known as frond. In second figure, that is fucus algae. Here also some regions are observed, air bladder, frond, a leaf mid-rib-like structure is observed and holdfast is there. In third figure, that is structure of Dictyota. In this structure also frond and stipe is observed. So this all three figure they are of brown algae. Next see that is red algae structure. Here in red algae first one is Porphyra. In the structure of Porphyra simple thallus structure is observed having frond region. And second is Polysiphonia. In the structure of Polysiphonia main axis and branches like plant is observed. So by studying this figure now you have clear idea about the three types of algae are there, that is green, brown, red algae. The main difference between their pigment is there and that's why due to this presence of pigment of green color green algae, brown color pigment brown algae and red color pigment that is in red algae it is observed. So name is given according to presence of pigment present in it. And among of this all algae figure you can see they show various size, shape and body structure. How algae is useful to mankind. It is also very interesting. So many ways are there where algae is useful to mankind. At least half of the total carbon dioxide fixation on earth, half of the total means 50% is carried out by algae through photosynthesis process. So you can say it is very useful for our earth. Second, being photosynthetic, they increase the level of dissolved oxygen in their immediate environment. So by adding this dissolved oxygen to environment, it is again very useful. Next, they are of paramount importance as primary producer of energy rich compounds which form the basis of the food cycles of all aquatic animals. Mostly they are having aquatic habitat. So when they grow in this water actually and they are green in color, carried out photosynthesis process, so they are actually primary producer for that its habitat. Many species of Porphyra, Laminaria and Sargassum are among the 70 species of marine algae they use as a food also. Certain marine brown and red algae produce large amount of hydrocolloids. Hydrocolloids means water holding substances. It is like algae in brown algae and keratin in red algae are useful commercially. Next, agar, one of the commercial product obtained from Gelidium and Gracilaria, are used to grow microbes and in preparation of ice creams and jellies also. Chlorella and Spirulina, they are unicellular algae. They are rich in proteins and are used as food supplement even by space travelers also. So here we can see there are so many uses of algae which are useful to mankind, which are useful to our earth also. If we talk about this classification of algae, so mainly three classes are there. First, Chlorophyceae, second, Phaeophyceae, and third, Rhodophyceae. So this way the division algae of plantae kingdom is classified into three classes. Now let's study this all three classes in detail one by one. First, class Chlorophyceae. They are commonly known as green algae. Why green algae? Because they are having majority pigment deposition, that is green in color. The plant body may be unicellular or colonial or filamentous type. They are actually grass green due to the dominance of pigment chlorophyll A and B, which are themselves green in color. The pigments are localized in definite chloroplast. As you know, chloroplast is a plant organelle. Within this chloroplast, chlorophyll is located. The chloroplast may be discoid, disc-shaped, plate-like structure, reticulate net-like structure, curve shape or spiral shape, or maybe ribbon shape in different species. Most of the members have one or more storage bodies called pyrenoids located in the chloroplast. Pyrenoids contain protein besides starch, so it stores this food in its structure. Some algae may store food in the form of oil droplets also. Green algae usually have a rigid cell wall which is made up of an inner layer of cellular and outer layer of pectose. So two layers are observed in rigid cell wall. Inner is cellulose and outer is pectose. Vegetative reproduction usually here take place by fragmentation or by formation of various type of spores. If we talk about asexual reproduction, it is take place through flagellate zoospores produced in zoosporangia. Zoosporangia is structure within which zoospores can be developed. Sexual reproduction shows considerable variations in the type and formation of sex cells, and it may be three types: isogamous, same type of gamous, anisogamous, dissimilar type of gamous, and third is oogamous type. Some commonly found green algae, some examples are well known to you also: Chlamydomonas, Volvox, Ulothrix, Spirogyra and Chara. Now you know very well about this green algae and some examples with figure. We have already studied in previous figure 3.1a. So 3.1a actually is all example of green algae. Second class, that is Phaeophyceae. Member of this algae, actually they are known as brown algae, and they are primarily found in marine habitats. They also show a variation in their size and form. They range from simple branch filamentous form like Ectocarpus to profusely branched form as represented by kelps, which may reach the height of 100 meters. Just imagine this cells, it may be height of 100 meters also. They possess chlorophyll A, C, carotenoids and xanthophylls. They vary in color from olive green to various shades of brown depending upon the amount of the xanthophyll pigment fucoxanthin present in them. So they may be green in color also, from green to some dark color or brown color also observed due to presence or deposition of this kind of pigments. Here in this type of algae, food is stored as complex carbohydrates which may be in the form of laminarian or mannitol. Vegetative cells have a cellulosic wall usually covered on the outside by a gelatinous coating of algae. The protoplast contain, in addition to plastid, a centrally located vacuole and nucleus in its cellular structure. Here the plant body is usually attached to the substratum by a holdfast. Now you know very well about it because studied in previous figure also. Have a stalk-like structures type and leaf-like structure, that is photosynthetic organ known as frond. Vegetative reproduction take place by fragmentation here. Asexual reproduction is mostly in brown algae. It takes place by biflagellate zoospore that are pear-shaped and have two unequal laterally attached flagella. Sexual reproduction may be isogamous, anisogamous or oogamous type of. Union of gametes may be take place in water or within the eugonium also in some species. The gametes are pyriform, it means pear-shaped and bear two laterally attached flagella. The common forms of this algae, brown algae, they are Ectocarpus, Dictyota, Laminaria, Sargassum and Fucus. In figure number 3.1b, we have studied this structure in detail. Third class of algae, that is class Rhodophyceae. Rhodophyta are commonly called red algae because of the presence of rhodo, means of the red pigment, that is R phycoerythrin. So this predominance of red pigment R phycoerythrin provide red color to this algae. The body become red in color, that's why it is known as red algae. Majority of the red algae are marine with greater concentrations found in the warmer areas here. They occur in both well lighted regions close to the surface of the water when sunlight is available, and also at great depth in oceans where relatively little light penetrates. So both varieties are observed which faces sunlight and at greater depth also. The red thalli means thallus structure, body structure of the most of the red algae are multicellular. Some of these algae have complex body structure also. The food is stored as fluoridine starch, which is very similar to a myelopectin and glycogen in structure. The red algae usually reproduce vegetatively by fragmentation method. In the reproduction, asexual kind of reproduction take place by non-motile spores and sexually reproduction take place by non-motile gametes. Sexual reproduction is oogamous and accompanied by complex post-fertilization development also. Some of these common member of this algae, Polysiphonia and Porphyra, we have studied in figure number 3.1c in detail both structure of Polysiphonia and Porphyra. Some other example, that is Gracilaria and Gelidium. Now let's take overview of division of algae and their main classes in tabular form. This table we can also say suggest comparison between some characters or features of all these three classes of algae division. Okay, first, that is class chlorophyceae. Commonly they are known as green algae because of presence of green color pigment chlorophyll A and B. If you talk about storage food, that is in form of starch. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. Flagellar number and position of insertion, that is actually ranges between 2 to 8, equal and apical. If we talk about habitat, maybe fresh water, brackish water or salt water. Class Phaeophyceae, as you know, they are known as brown algae. They are having pigments chlorophyll A, C, fucoxanthin. In their body, storage food is mannitol and laminarian. Their cell wall is made up of cellulose and algin. Their flagellar number and position of insertion, that is 2 in number, unequal and lateral. Their habitat is fresh water, brackish water or salt water. Third is Rhodophyceae, commonly known as red algae. Their chlorophyll, that is A and D present, and phycoerythrin is present, red color pigment. Their storage of food is Floridian starch. Their cell wall is made up of cellulose. If we talk about flagellar structure, here it is absent, and their habitat is also again fresh water in some, then brackish water or salt water, mostly they are found. So by studying this table, we can compare all three classes Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, Rhodophyceae regarding their characteristics, their major pigments deposition, food storage, their cell wall, their flagellar structure and habitat. So now you have clear idea about this division of algae and its all three classes.